Hi guys, it's Gina from Cabo Jewelry, and you might be wondering what to do with your coloring sheet. So here are some ideas. First, have fun with this. So if you want to color in a lot of detail, you certainly can. If you want to add glue things onto it, I'm thinking googly eyes might be fun. You also can cut it out with a lot of care or not. It's totally up to you. Just please have fun with these. The other thing is they're kind of flimsy. So if you want them to be thicker or sturdier, you can glue them onto, I'm sure in your recycle bin, you probably have little coupons or things with a little cardboard to it. If you can get your hands on toilet paper, the toilet paper rolls work nicely. I went ahead and cut this piece out, and you can just glue it on there. If it's too long or too short, well, just go ahead and don't cut it off where I have it. Go ahead and cut it further out here. Even if you don't have your pattern on there, you want it to fit. And of course you can cut it shorter if you need to, if you have a smaller wrist. And if you're wondering how to put it on, you can do a couple of things. You can, if you have a way to make a hole, once it's glued on there, use your hole punch. I have also used, be very careful, use a thumbtack if you really don't have a hole punch. And then you can put some yarn or, I don't know, maybe even a rubber band. I'm not sure. Try some different things, but definitely yarn or string would work. And someone's probably going to have to put that on you. This one I cut out and I used paper clips. I managed to get those on by myself, but again, you might need a little help with that from somebody. So those are the bracelets, and you might be wondering what's up with these things. So I just colored these. That's a little mishap I had, but never fear, I can overcome that. So this one I glued onto some sturdier stock. This one I have not. It's totally up to you. And then I made a hole with, I tried the hole punch. It's too big. So then I used my tack. And that worked well because I was putting paper clips in here. And I'm going to do a whole chain with paper clips. But you can certainly string yarn or ribbon through there, or start with a paper clip and then continue with yarn or ribbon or string, whatever you have on hand. Just be creative. Figure out ways to make what you want with the items you have around you. It's a good creative challenge. And for this one, I made the hole with the paper clip. The thumbtack, so the paper clip would go through, and then I used, if you have access to these, they're really handy. I'm sure you can do find other ways to loop this wire. This paper clip was actually a beautiful heart shape, and so when I unfurled it, the ends were almost at the right. You just want them to close up a little bit. Nothing fancy. But once you've threaded it through there, you can do the same thing. You either put ribbons or paper clips, safety pins, whatever you want to make it into a necklace. The other thing that I want to remind you guys, if kids are doing this, make sure your parents are overseeing your use of scissors, right? You got to be careful. That's really easy to poke yourself with. And also the wire, you have to be careful not to, that goes for grown-ups too, not to poke the ends into your finger. It can hurt. So I just want you guys to have fun, be creative. You can always print the sheet out again. My printer doesn't even work that well, so I didn't even get black lines on here. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. I use colored pencils on these instead of crayons. I've also got some markers around here. You can use whatever you got there at your house, whatever you want to use. Just, again, have fun with it. And I would love to see what you all create. So email me or put it on social media. Make sure you tag me at Cabo Jewelry so I can see it. And happy crafting.